I'm willing to offer you $420
Sick.
for the 69% of your business.
Ooh, that is sick. Would you be willing to meet me at 420,000?
No, just the 420.
Okay, I would like to get a feeler out from some of these chick sharks.
I'd be willing to go in with Mark.
Okay.
We could each do $420.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't listening, and I have to talk over you because you are one of the chick sharks. But I heard you did say Mark, and I'm super fucking bad with names. Are you Mark, dude?
Nah, man, I'm Mr. Wonderful.
All right, well, that's a name I can fucking remember, dude.
Yeah.
Captain Wonderful.
Hey, Hesbos, I'm mad.
Don't be mad.
I'm mad.
We'll do the announcements.
Fine. Come see us. Live dates coming up. Torio is me. I will be in Sacramento July 7th to 9th. San Diego 15th and 16th. Bass Lake the 23rd. Zach will be in Santa Cruz July 9th. August, he will be in San Mateo August 6th. You can also catch him every Wednesday and
Sundays
at Citizen in Los Angeles. You can find out the full schedule and more at hesbystreetpod.com. You can also find merch there. Other things of that nature. How you like that? And then a bonus episode every week. Patreon.com/HesbyStreet. Hey, if you're listening on just the audio, like and review us. Rate and review us. If you're on YouTube right now, thank you. Smash that subscribe button. Start the pod. All right, dude.
You're gonna have to carry this episode because
Why?
I have. I just looked up the name for it. I have uveitis. I don't know if the listeners can hear it at home, but I've had the AC. It's been really hot in LA, and the AC has been pumping straight up my nose when I sleep. I had to sleep in the living room last night just because the schematics of where
Uveitis. You have a sore throat.
No, like you know
have a sore throat.
You know the uvula.
Yeah.
What is it? All right. See, this is how conversations happen, Torio. You don't pretend to know everything.
Well, it's like how...
What is it? Just guess what a uvula is.
I don't want to.
Because you're afraid it has to do with the vagina.
It does not have to do with the vagina.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck. All right. Well, what it is it's the dangly thing over your tongue, the back of your throat.
Got it.
Mine is not off my tongue. It's just...
Always?
I'm like half swallowing
Or just
it.
now?
Like you can... I'll show you. You want to see?
No.
It won't go up.
Okay.
It's just leaning on my tongue the whole time. So I talk, and it's like it's in the way of me talking. Mm-hmm. I can't do impressions.
So I have to do the whole pod. That's better.
You got to do mafia voices.
Okay, I got it. That's Italian. Hey.
No, it could be Russian.
You could also be a mafia like this. Mafia in all cultures.
Mafia in all cultures.
I think Russian mafia and Italian mafia, they should really team up.
You just abandoned the accent halfway
I got
through.
to stay in the whole time.
Stay in.
I got to stay
it's
here the whole time.
It's funnier if you're a Russian mobster that wants to make peace.
Yes, we create some kind of axis of evil. The Russian, because Italy is good to just, they hop on. I got to stay in it the whole time. That's tough. You got to stay the accent the whole time.
Committing to a bit is hard.
It is tough.
You're funnier, so you don't. It's like, why would I leave the bit? I'm doing a crazy voice. I'm like, I don't know where this is going. You gotta stay.
So you have uveitis.
I for sure have uveitis.
This is our first podcast post Roe v. Wade being overturned, and you immediately made it about
my health problems.
Your health problems.
Yeah.
Your sore throat. Sore throat's not enough.
Well, back in the day, they used to let kids have their tonsils removed.
They don't do that anymore?
No one does it anymore.
Why?
Sure, it's...
But the tonsil's different than your uvula. You don't get rid of that.
It doesn't matter. We're victims of throat disease.
I get it.
Inflammation.
Okay. So woe is you.
Roe is me.
Nope.
No?
That's wrong.
I'm Wade, huh?
Yeah.
I just feel like, dude, it's extremely saddening to see the Roe versus Wade situation unfold in front of us.
Sickening.
Like we're going back in time to when, women were fucking second class citizens. But I also at the same time, like, feel guilty talking about it on a men's podcast.
It is weird because you have these you have this conversation of like men can't be silent right now.
Yeah, right.
Which is totally so it's like, but also you have this undertone of like shut up men.
Yeah.
Right. So it is
and I'm like, respectfully, I won't say a word.
Yes. So I think that's where we're both at. But to be clear, Hesby Street's official. I'm speaking for Joe too, I guess now.
Oh yeah. I'm with you guys.
Joe, you're with us no matter what.
Ride or die, Hesby Street, baby.
We believe abortion should be legal and free.
Yeah, give women medical services for fucking issues in their bodies.
It's crazy to think like anyone is like you. It's just crazy.
You know what's funny is like the people that I shouldn't be on Twitter this much just because I just read. I don't fucking. Yeah. But people talk about like a victim of rape or like incest, or, like weird situations,
or it's gonna kill you,
or the baby could kill you.
Yeah.
And then people argue back, well, that's just a small percentage. I'm like, of all women, that's still so many women where you're like, all right, it's a weird situation. You just kind of got to be like
But also, it shouldn't even have to be, you shouldn't have to explain yourself. It's your body. You should be able to do whatever you want with it.
Yes.
And if it was a man, we wouldn't be here. And that's no doubt. And it's also
and
like,
rich people can get it done
people,
still.
Exactly. It's going to be the poor women that suffer the most. And then you look at who are the poor women.
I'm really getting annoyed
it's shitty.
Of poor dumb people, like poor conservatives, because I'm like, dude,
this is you.
You're dumb, man. You got to like really think about like who's getting affected here. Like that politician is paying for abortions.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
There's no way. Matt Gaetz is like trafficking 17-year-old chicks to hook up with. I promise you he's paid for an abortion. At least one abortion. And when they stand on the fucking thing, it's like that whole like Christian shit. Very triggering.
It is wild. Matt Lockwood put a meme up today where it was like, those like pictures of like the galaxy and then there's a tiny arrow that says you are here.
Yeah.
It was that, and then below it said you are here paying taxes to pedophiles. It's just like,
yeah,
maybe
like,
it's
dude,
it's a dark time.
It's so funny when like they're like all these like middle America. I'm being rude and overgeneralizing, but I'm just trying to think of like the people that are referred to when we come out with ideas as comedians. It's like, are you funny in the middle states? We have to kind of jump through these hoops,
right?
And there are these conspiracies out there that are such a stretch when like the conspiracy right in front of us is like juicy enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's hard to speak on because it's like hard to even put into words how just the rich elite are taking advantage of everyone.
Especially
and
women,
and especially women.
And
anybody that's
below the poverty line, women, the
like,
worst.
Yeah.
Like you're straight up being treated as a pod. Like you're a pod in the Matrix, where it's like, nah, we need a new fucking Neo thing in you. Like you're not a soul. That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
you got to die, baby, and it's such a weird thing. It doesn't even look like a person, dude.
It's not a person.
It's so weird. I used to see these people when I went to SF State. They'd be on the lawn just with bloody baby photos. And I'm like, you don't even know why you're here. And to spend so much energy. But then I also want to shut up because I'm like, I don't know the answer. Like, yes, fuck the Supreme Court for doing this. But vote? I don't know. Gavin Newsom being like, hey, Zack, this is your fucking governor here. I need a donation to turn this thing around. And I'm like, is that what we're missing here? Like, are you $10 short?
And that's one of the, like, obviously there's bigger problems with this issue, but one of the big ones is that now every election's going to be about abortion because every governor now has the ability to sway things where it's like, okay, we're an abortion state, we're not an abortion state.
Yeah.
So now, even in California, it's like if you wanted to vote Republican, if you're a Republican, you're like, but I got to make sure he doesn't And I understand that like it's probably not just a governor's decision. There's more to it than that. But yeah, this is going to come up in every local. I mean, at every level now.
Such a bummer, man. It bums me out that there are just like mobs of people that think like that is the right thing to do. That's the hard part because they're also Christian. Mm-hmm. They just are.
Yep.
And they are.
And they're not the majority either.
No,
that's the thing.
No,
there's a lot of them.
Right.
But they're not a healthy majority.
No, they should be underrepresented.
Yeah.
They're crazy people. I mean, we used to look at like the Taliban and like devout Islam as crazy. This is right there. Your fingernails on your shirt.
I get nervous, dude.
Yeah,
I get nervous in this America.
But
I bite them nails.
We got to move on. I know people want to hear bits and they don't want to hear it. But you got to hear this. You got to hear idiots complain because this is the punishment.
Well, again, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, we're not going to talk about it forever because who are we? But it'd be irresponsible not to talk about it at all.
But didn't Jesus hung out with hookers? Jesus in the Bible like spent time with women that were the pariahs.
Probably that had abortions.
They were having abortions.
Yeah.
Abortions weren't invented like 100 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was around in Jesus' times, and he never got around to being like, don't abort.
Yeah, he could have.
He could. I mean, it probably came up. Mm-hmm. And he's like...
He probably, if he could actually lay hands on people, probably healed some people.
Yeah.
I got you, dog.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But you know what's weird is also there's no, like, excitement around it.
It's not a good one. He couldn't actually heal people.
Why not?
I don't think he actually had superpowers.
Wait, why not?
You think he actually, like the lepers, he actually saved them?
I think he healed some people. He brought Lazarus back from the dead.
You think that's real?
I mean, it could be.
Could be.
Right? No. It couldn't be real?
I don't think Jesus brought people back from... I don't think that's... But yeah, you're right. I guess if it's... Yeah, you think he also came back from the dead himself and ascended into heaven? I don't know where we're going with this.
I'm not going to fucking kick down the door and be like, that didn't happen.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Sure.
Right?
I guess not. I guess not.
Right. So let's just stick with what we do know. That...
Pretty sure I know.
That there isn't this idea of like, abortion party, my house. Like, it's not fun. Even people who have to get it...
It's traumatic.
Who know it's the best,
a lot of the time.
Best decision they're gonna be making. You know, It's a hard decision.
Yeah.
But it's right for their life. They're not like, dude, what are you doing tonight? Just got out of Planned Parenthood. Let's roll up a blunt and fucking rage.
I think people.
Sad.
These Christians, they live in this world where they think people are just like having unprotected sex because they want to have an abortion.
Right.
Like,
because abortions are more fun than condoms.
Right.
Like it's it's insane to me.
It's insane.
All right.
But done. Yeah, so we're very, we're very let down.
We have to stop talking about it before we just catch the wrong sound clip of soundbite of us.
I'm sure we're already there.
We've probably done it.
Whatever.
Where it's just going to be a Joe Rogan smash cut. And I'm like, dude, I was pro-abortion and then I cut out sugar. I've been hiking every day and I eat a lot of, I've been going mostly carnivorous.
Got it. And now you
won't allow my partner to have an abortion.
Wow. So that all that took was just raw red meat.
I hunt and I populate. And I feel like that's what my great a million, let's like fast forward 3 hours. great grand chimp. Schmook wanted. His name was Schmook.
I interrupted you earlier today because you said to me, I saw... This is Joe. This is what Zack said to me, and I stopped him and said, "Just save it for the pod because I don't even want to hear this twice." I knew you were good, and it was I saw a gorilla that reminded me of you.
This is true. This is true.
Why?
Well, like you get anxious and you get this kind of sad look in your eye.
I do get anxious and sad.
Where it looks like you're dreaming of a simpler time, and you're like biting your nail, or you're like. Yeah, like pulling on your finger.
Yeah,
there's like a little
tick.
nervous tick.
Yeah. So I got to put my hands down, I've been taught.
So someone filmed this. Joe, I don't know how you'd even look this up. But someone filmed this. They were like at a gorilla exhibit at the zoo. And this gorilla was real close to the glass, like looking out at the yard and kind of just feeling sad.
Like looking at the people or the rest
No, like at the other gorillas.
Got it.
And he was just rubbing his nipple, but like giving himself titty twisters.
Yeah.
And his nipples were long.
Oh, I saw this.
He's been doing it for years. Like find a new nervous chick. And they were
like
playing
he
the
had
music.
just rolled them out like a baker rolling dough.
For sure.
Like it was just.
And the music playing, the guy put over it was "Hello, darkness, my old friend," and he's just like dreaming about something and just rubbing it till it's fucking. And I think the caption
that reminded you of me.
And I think the caption was like, "Curious George is looking a little too curious."
It's pretty good.
Like some BDSM shit.
It's funny.
So that's the gorilla. That's you. That's your
that's
spirit
me.
animal.
Okay. Big nipped gorilla. I'm okay with that.
I want you to be. There he is. Look at those nips, dude.
Yeah, there's some big nips.
Could be a female. Maybe she was nursing.
Yeah.
But I just picture like I go for auditions and sometimes they don't have a good enough script. They don't have any script, so they're like, "Tell us something about yourself." Or one audition I went to, they were like, "What's your spirit animal?" And you have to go, "Well, I've been told it's this gorilla that rubs its nipples so much that they're 3 inches long."
So can I do the lines or?
But I guess I would be a dolphin.
Dolphin. Everyone wants to be dolphin.
Right. Sloth?
I wouldn't want to be sloth.
Why not?
Is that more accurate
They
than
look
dolphin?
happy.
Perhaps. I do like that sloths. They kind of hang around. They climb.
Yeah.
You know, because I think sloths kind of get bunched up with like snail energy because they're slow.
Yeah.
But sloths have a little more going on to them.
They're moving.
Yeah.
They're out there moving.
They're out there
putting in miles.
You put a Fitbit on a sloth, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've tried.
I mean, if you put a Fitbit on a sloth, just the process of that, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, "Hey, man, you're not going to believe what I did yesterday." This is going to surprise you.
One, found a sloth. That was wild enough living in Hollywood.
2 got close to it.
Yep.
I could touch it.
Yeah.
I
we
did
were
touch it.
friendly.
Yeah, so I got uveitis, but luckily it didn't interfere with our comedy performances.
Well, that's right. We went to the old Punchline. Hey, thanks to all the Hesbos that came out.
Dude, that means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a whole heck of a lot. It was fun meeting some of you. Some.
Yeah, a couple were a lot.
You know who you are,
You know
Riley.
who you are.
I told Riley I'd give him a shout out. I don't think that was the shout out he expected. I hope to never catch you in my town again, Riley.
Yeah.
You hear
Right.
me?
Riley, you can come. Keep coming back, man. Don't let Zack stop you. That'd be fun if we have Hesbos that like love one of us but hate another one of us.
And we just fully lean in.
And
like,
we lean in.
I don't need you to like
Zack's
me.
kind of whatever, man. Come to the show.
Yeah, that'd be diabolical.
Yeah, he yelled out "all nothing is everything" during the crowd.
And
during
you
the show.
didn't like it.
I did like it. I just I couldn't make it funny, and then I hated myself.
Right.
It's like crowd work. I can do it okay,
Yeah.
but when it doesn't go well, I really beat myself up about it.
Yeah. You know
And
what?
it can happen very easily. Crowd
Yeah.
work, you do a little tag or joke, and then it falls flat. And you're
Yeah.
like, damn it, now I got to go back into material. I got to get it on my site again.
Yeah.
Then I have to try crowd work again later, just so they know I can do it.
Yeah.
And then
Crowd work, people might not know what it is, but it's basically when you leave your material, like you kind of abandon your material on stage to engage with the crowd, have a discussion, and then it's sort of like fully improvised comedy. You don't know where the next joke's coming from.
And it's fun to do. I think it's important. Not everyone does it. You don't have to do it. But
Yeah.
I think in a long set, it's important to at least do a little.
Break
just
away.
so it feels like
Less like a one-man show.
Less like a one-man show and more like this is only tonight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's like an inside joke that we all get to enjoy.
Yeah. And I think that's why people love going to live
Stand-up.
comedy.
Yeah. I think the hardest time I have with stand-up, which I think you're like kind of vaguely touching on, is that need for the payoff.
Right.
You know, like if I don't get the payoff in laughter early, I want out. I want to go back to my material that I know there's a payoff.
Right.
But really, people who are really good at crowd work will walk for miles with you.
Sure.
And like, I know the laugh's coming. You're not going to see my face like working to get back to the laugh. You know, like laughing are like lily pads, you know, and when we're not getting it, we feel like we're getting our fucking boots wet.
Mm-hmm. It's like shores so far back.
Yeah. I always equate it to like I'm on like an island and I go out with like for a little swim, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. Back to
back to
my safe land under my feet, sand under my toes. Got a little sensual there.
It did get a little sensual, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. A little sand in the toes.
Punchline took great care of us. I want to shout out Punchline for treating us like family.
You got your Two Chicks cocktails.
Yeah, I got a bucket of tequila cocktails.
Which is very nice.
It was a canned beverage called Two Chicks with like floral patterns. And I thought, what a beautiful, fun name for a business. Probably two women started. Mm-hmm. But then I thought it would be a really alarming business decision if it was
a dude.
Two bros or one dude. Yeah.
And he's just like, pitch meeting.
He's like, all right, sharks, what's the coolest shit you've ever heard of?
Well, I don't know. I guess cool. Probably my kids. I love my kids.
Good answer, Mark Cuban. Wrong. Great guess, though.
Why don't
do one of you chicks want to take a stab at it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Why don't you just tell us?
All
I
right.
don't love being referred to as a chick.
All right. Well, you're going to hate this next part. Two chicks.
That's the answer to what's the greatest thing?
Yeah, two chicks. Nothing is cooler than two chicks.
I mean, I guess I support women.
Hey, man, I'm coming to your birthday party. All right, cool. See you in a bit. I'm bringing two chicks.
All right. I mean, that's pretty problematic, but that does sound pretty tight.
You're excited.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't on the airwaves. It's a secured phone call. All my phone calls are secured.
Mm-hmm. But this is being filmed for Shark Tank. You're aware of that.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I feel safe enough.
Not so secure.
Well, now I'm confident in my decision.
Got it.
I've tested enough people, bros of mine.
Got it.
So I'm at the liquor store. I call you. I say, hey, man, you want me to grab you anything? You say, grab two chicks.
Okay.
How awesome is that?
Oh, because you're referring to the drink.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So the drink, it's tequila.
Yeah, it's tequila. What else is in there?
Soda.
Okay. It's just tequila soda in a can.
Yeah, with a little flavoring.
And this is it?
Yeah. The flavoring is not natural.
It's artificial flavoring.
Saved a ton of overhead.
I taste that. It's good.
Yeah.
And you're married to the name Two Chicks.
Oh, I would never get locked down and cuffed down with two chicks. But I would hook up with them for a summer.
Okay. All right.
Or that's any sort of cuffing season.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I one time I was with two chicks. It was the coolest night of my life.
And it says here you're looking for $200,000 for 69% of your company.
Yeah, but I'm willing to go up on dollars. It's a hard 69%.
Yeah, it's interesting because 69%, that's like a healthy majority.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of hoping you go up.
For me to own. And for only $200,000, how many units have you sold?
Chicks?
Yeah, how many chicks have you sold?
Like 60.
60 cans?
Yeah.
But really, that's 30 cans because it's two chicks
chick
each.
Yeah.
Chick math.
I was counting one chick. Did you want to know by the pair?
Here's my counter offer.
Okay.
I'm willing to offer you $420.
Sick.
For the 69% of your business.
Ooh, that is sick. Would you be willing to meet me at 420,000?
No, just the 420.
Okay, I would like to get a feeler out from some of these chick sharks.
I'd be willing to go in with Mark.
Okay.
We could each do $420. So that would put you at I'm getting the idea that you're not great at math, so I'm going to say 500 total.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't listening, and I have to talk over you because you are one of the chick sharks. But I heard you did say Mark, and I'm super fucking bad with names. Are you Mark, dude?
Nah, man, I'm Mr. Wonderful.
All right, well, that's a name I can fucking remember, dude.
Yeah.
Captain Wonderful. Captain Marvel. Would you be willing to fucking go in on this?
No. I'll tell you what I would do.
Okay.
For 100% of your company in perpetuity, which 100%.
Perpetuity.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be willing to give you $20. I'm giving you $20 to leave right now.
Whoa. So I can just go home.
Yeah, but you have to leave. Yeah.
Will you tell my parents I was here and I tried?
Sure.
All right.
I could add that to the deal.
All right.
It's a solid negotiating.
And then someone was saying something about 420. Do you burn at all?
No.
All right. And then last question, someone was saying something about 69. Any takers?
We're all going to pass on that. It's a no.
All right.
I'm out on the 69. 420 maybe after the show. You hang out.
Should we shotgun one?
What, shotgun two chicks?
Yeah, should we shotgun a couple chicks?
Okay.
Got a violent undertone to it, doesn't it?
That would be funny if you go into Shark Tank and it's like, I need you all to shotgun this.
Before we talk.
They're like, what?
It doesn't taste good if you sip. You really got to open your throat.
It's got to be in your gullet, in your stomach way before you taste it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
If I would say the proper way to sip it would be to conceal your tongue. Find a place to put it.
Like, just dig it into the back, right behind your
Flip
left
it over.
wisdom tooth.
You can't taste from the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
Which is, can we figure that one out, science? Sharks, any takers?
Yeah, that was fun. You got all your
I have a lot of people interested.
Bucket of two chicks.
I had a bucket of two chicks. Sounds very serial killer. It gives serial killer. It's giving serial killer.
Yeah.
Have you heard what the kids are saying? It's giving.
What does that mean?
Joe, have you heard this?
No.
It's giving.
What does it's giving mean?
So like if you went to someone's house and maybe it looked like a frat house, you'd be like, kind of a frat house vibe here.
It's giving frat. It's like giving the vibe of.
Yes.
But they take off of a vibe of.
Yes, and they just say it's giving frat house.
God, kids are so cool, man.
It's so cool.
Slang's so fun.
It's so fucking fun.
So what am I giving?
You're giving
look me up, dude.
I would say you're giving freelance artist,
Oh.
maybe copywriter.
Thought it would be meaner than that.
No,
Not
you're
that mean.
You're established.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
giving 40 over 40. Is that a list?
Oh, 40 years old, over 40. Yes.
Like the 40
people
Forbes.
over 40. But I'm not over 40. You're aware of that.
Right. Yeah.
But that's what I'm giving.
You said it wasn't mean enough.
Dude, since we're talking about our time in San Francisco,
Yeah.
because we're running out of time.
Okay.
So I was at the ferry building waiting for a buddy of mine. You might have saw the video. Joe, I was standing in between. I texted him. I was like, I'm in between the hipster writing poetry and the three redheaded children playing classical music. And it was funny because you thought I just made that up because I posted. And I was like, I took a video of it and I put the video up and it was pretty funny. But anyways, I'm waiting there. I also saw this guy. He had this like protest sign and it just said Trump, 12 Galaxies, Steve Bannon, right? And so I was like, I got some time waiting for my buddy. I'm gonna Google what this is.
12 Galaxies.
And so there's this. He's got his own Wikipedia page. His name's Frank Chu. It says he's an eccentric conspiracy theorist from San Francisco. He's been It's funny for his occupation. It says professional protester.
He gets paid to protest?
I don't think he gets paid. He gets donations.
He protests 40 hours a week?
He was putting in work.
He claims it on his taxes?
He was out there.
Wow.
But
he went pro.
The whole 12 Galaxy things is like, so he sues different politicians and like film celebrities because he thinks that his life is like the Truman Show and it's being broadcast intergalactically, and that he's owed royalties as a television and movie star because humans don't watch him, aliens watch him. He thinks that there's invisible cameras in the air filming him.
Whoa.
And that's what he professionally has been protesting for the last 23 years.
Jesus Christ. That he's been protesting it? Like he wants his royalties?
He wants his royalty checks.
How'd he come up with 12?
Well, the Wikipedia page doesn't really get into how he gets into 12. But I think if we start having guests, I'd like to bring him on the pod.
We can't afford him. He's going to sue us for royalties.
Well, I think if we... Yeah, we have to get rich first.
Suing aliens that's next level because what do they pay you in?
Right, and what
a rare mineral?
What court of law are you suing an alien in?
Or an energy? Here's the part that's going to break your heart.
I'm reading his Wikipedia page. He always wears wraparound sunglasses.
I mean, that's what those were made for.
Yeah. What's going to break my heart?
I don't even want to say it.
Oh, no. Do you think it's not real?
It doesn't sound that crazy.
You think... Well, it's just like...
There's cameras
and
everything.
This is the craziest part about it.
Aliens definitely exist.
Okay, but 23 seasons? You know what I mean? How has this not been canceled a decade ago? He does the same thing every day.
That's the hardest part to believe.
You know what I mean? Like
the hardest part to believe is that people are turning to his channel.
Yeah, maybe he's like, maybe that's part of his protest. He's like, they're not even making new episodes anymore.
Right.
They're just making all the money on these reruns.
Right.
Of me protesting.
Right. Pay the original writers fairly.
They deserve writing and performing residuals.
I would love to process shitty days like that. I'd be like, it's never been the same since the writers striked. They walked out, and now I'm fucking getting yelled at in an office building.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to like diagnose this man, but probably some delusion or mental illness there. I am worried that like something could snap in my brain someday. I don't think I have the strongest mental health.
Yeah.
And I could see like one day me just being like aliens are.
If you saw a pigeon just like get hit by a car and it was all robot, like insides.
And then another part of me worries that you're not real. I'm just performing this podcast.
Damn.
And then my parents are like, well, it's, it's okay. He thinks it's real, and he thinks people come to his shows.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you should not do drugs. I take it all back. I used to think you should do drugs. Don't.
Okay.
Because that's what that shows you.
It shows me
that there's a chance none of this is real.
Oh, no.
It's a big fear I have is that like I call it like a thread coming loose in the simulation.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to look and it's just like coming undone and I'm like, no, it's a computer game and it's like game over kind of situation. I did like one mic, I remember in San Francisco, like an early mic and a late mic across town. And there was no one at either. I go to perform at the first one. There's like 5 comics.
Yeah.
And there's this young man with like glasses and like a satchel and an older man. And they're standing kind of shoulder to shoulder. They're not comics. They're just watching. And then I go to another mic across town at like 10 at night. And they look like a 50-year-older version of them. And I'm like, dude, this simulation is getting lazy. I mean, anything is possible, dude. I'm not going to be the guy that's like, no, I know Jesus didn't fucking, because I'm like, I don't know any of this, man. I don't know any of this.
Yeah, but you can decide what's possible and real in your own reality.
Yeah.
So you can choose to believe that Jesus came back from the dead, or you can choose to believe that he's not, or I guess you can choose to believe anything is possible. That's my Kevin Garnett.
I choose to believe that I'm owed for like 9 good seasons of Zack Chapaloni.
Yeah, but
cries in his room.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't win any Emmys, intergalactic Emmys.
I think I've been humiliated so much in my life that it's good TV. I would watch that. It's like a prank show, but no one ever. Ashton Kutcher never comes out and hugs me.
I think most people's lives, if you edit down like a month of their life into one 20-minute episode, yeah, probably some pretty funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the amount
of
times I shit my pants alone.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. But you can't keep going back to that well.
It's never funny in the moment. That's the hard part, too.
What do you do? What's the worst? Let's end it on this literal shit banger.
Okay.
What's the where did you shit that was the most embarrassing? I remember we were hiking once and you shit yourself.
That was but I wasn't embarrassed.
You weren't embarrassed because there weren't people out.
I had been picked on enough in life.
Okay.
I was just like, this is.
Did it ever happen at school?
Preschool.
Yeah, that's too long. I peed my pants in first grade.
Really?
I feel like back then, yeah, I went into the bathroom to pee and there were like some bigger kids and I got scared and I left. And I was too afraid to go back in. Yeah, dude.
That's really sad.
All right. I mean, first grade, whatever. When's your most...
I have a vivid, like I don't have a great memory when it comes to some things, but random things I'll just like, they're burned in my brain. I shit myself so bad in preschool. That like, it wasn't like a weird fart or it wasn't like a...
Yeah, but
I straight up didn't care. Knew this was someone else's problem. And I shit myself. Like I stood up shitting myself.
Right.
And
Just
everyone's like, Zach, did you go to the bathroom? And they take me. I remember it was like a female teacher. She took me into the boys' room. And like I undo my diaper. And the look in her eyes was just like, it was this like, good God, man.
Why? She's questioning
This isn't
her
an
life
accident.
choices.
This isn't on purpose. And I'm like, I didn't say I forgot to shit. I forgot the rules.
I forgot the
rules. I'm taking in a lot. I'm 4. Don't bully.
I'm a sponge. I'm learning so much.
Boys don't cry. Shit on your own time in a toilet.
I forgot the rules. That's pretty good.
That's a shit banger.
That is a shit banger.